Good morning, everybody. This is Eric, and you're looking at a 5-panel abstract artwork collaboratively created and designed by me and my best friend, Susan Boissonneau. Painted by Sue Boissonneau herself. The overall footprint as it currently sits is 60 inches by 60 inches. It's 5 feet by 5 feet. This is, this is a big painting. And what I want to do today is I just want to explain how I designed it, the idea and the concept, the collaborative process with Sue, and what it signifies and what it means. So, I called the painting The Leading Edge. Terminology inspired by Abraham Hicks and the law of attraction and source energy. I was at Sue's house one night. I was stoned and having a glass of wine with Sue. And we were talking about collaboratively creating some artwork. So I grabbed a table napkin, a square table napkin, and I sketched out what ended up being the middle panel. And basically, the original concept was I wanted to create an abstract, and I gave her the color palette. And I sketched the leading edge, which is this line, bisecting diagonal right in the middle of the entire piece. This signifying being the leading edge, and this hurricane being the vortex of creation. Again, terminology credit goes to Abraham Hicks. Because I've been following Abraham Hicks for a while, law of attraction. So the central theme and concept of this painting is the vortex, the leading edge, the universe, law of attraction, manifestations, and just overall creation. This painting in and of itself is a creation. It is a manifestation. It is the very embodiment of what this painting embodies. Essentially, a mirror manifestation of itself. So the middle panel was started, I sketched it out, and again, this is the leading edge, bisecting the middle of the entire piece. This is the vortex of creation, and the center of the vortex signifies source. If you'll notice in the painting, the only two areas in this entire painting that are white or that have absence of color is the middle of the leading edge and the eye of creation, source. To the left of the leading edge is physical reality, depicted by solid colors, hard-edged lines, definition, hard lines, in a clearly defined abstract mosaic tile Essentially, this is 3D Earth. And on this side of the leading edge is metaphysical or 5D Earth, which is just energy. And you can see how it depicts that energy in a swirling pattern, almost like a hurricane. So this was my idea, this was my concept. Sue painted the center panel, came out beautiful. And she showed it to me. And I said, it looks great. And she said, well, it needs more. We need to do more. So I said, okay, well, what do you have for panels? So we laid out the centerpiece on the floor and she brought out some panels and I said, I know what we're gonna do. To keep with the abstract theme, I laid out these rectangular panels in an opposing jigsaw formation around the center panel, which gives it this layout, gives it this abstract combination of dead space. As you can see, all this dead space in between. Now you can hang these panels closer to the center panel and tighten up the footprint. But this is how I've laid it out. And as you can see, the further you get away from this, you can notice the continuity of the colors and the lines between the panels that Sue maintained. Look at this big sweeping motion from this upper right panel. The colors, the continuity of the lines jump from one panel to the next. Look at the green. The green jumps all the way across this dead space to sort of create this abstract reality. This painting embodies the esoteric wisdom of the universe and of creation. Applying it to your own life, you want to be on the leading edge of creation, which is the center of all space and time. And this is source energy. And as the eye of this vortex gets closer to the leading edge, when they collide, that is the sweet spot of complete empowerment and alignment, which allows you to create and manifest anything and everything in your reality. Also, the fact that the leading edge is right down the entire center and bisects the entire piece. That signifies that the leading edge is the here and the now, the moment. You are on the leading edge at every moment in your life. You are the leading edge. Right now in this moment, as I record this, I am at the leading edge of my universe and my life. And as you call in the vortex to you, that's where your empowerment And that's where your manifestation power is at its peak. So this painting has a lot to say. I'm very proud of it. It encapsulates pretty much all of the esoteric wisdom one needs to empower their entire life and to create the life that they want. This camera does this picture no justice. This painting is vibrant in color. It is a massive painting. This is a big wall in my office. Just to give you an idea how big this painting is. So, again, this side depicts metaphysical, 5D universe. Down here represents 3D universe. The here and the now represents the leading edge. And this is source, God, the divine absolute. So I laid out the panels in this opposing jigsaw formation around the center panel in Sue's art studio on the floor. Not to toot my own horn, but the design concept was my idea, and this overall layout was my idea. And I helped Sue, I told Sue, all right, well, let's maintain continuity between the panels. See how the blue continues? The orange, the green jumps across to that panel. And then you have this dead space, like the green jumps across here. You have this purple down here that jumps all the way up to here. And you have these immense dead spaces in between the panels that signifies latency, signifies the quantum. Does anything exist in this dead space? Only until you observe it. Your mind creates that. Your mind jumps. So you have the physical, you have the metaphysical, and then the dead space is the quantum. I'm extremely proud of this painting. It's priceless. It encapsulates literally all the facets of the universe. The quantum, the physical, the metaphysical, the leading edge, creation, manifestation, latency, duration, power. If you look up in the upper left, that almost looks like a spaceship. You look down to the lower right, I designed this panel. I threw in a little star down here and Sue kept it. So we have spaceships and stars on opposite corners. This is the leading edge. This is what it signifies. incredible. I hope you enjoyed this piece. I hope you enjoyed this creation. Again, it was a beautiful collaboration with my dear friend Sue. I love her dearly. She's so talented. She's the one that did the colors. She's the one that she filled in everything in between. I laid out the rough concept. I laid out the other tiles in this layout. She did the design. She did the colors. She did the paint. She put it all together. You know how difficult this was to paint? She went from the easel to the floor to the, to the easel to the floor to the stand to the floor numerous times to lay this out and maintain the continuity of the panels while she was painting it. It took her a long time. But it's beautiful, it's priceless. And I'm very proud of it. Again, special thank you to Sue Boissonneau. Credit to Abraham Hicks. I used her vocabulary of leading edge and vortex. Those words and those concepts became the nucleus for this entire piece. And this is what was born. Sue and I talked about me writing a poem to go with this. And I'll write a poem to tie all of this together, to go with it. Once I feel that creative inspiration come to me, it'll come out. I'm not going to force it. I'm not going to rush it. I'm just going to enjoy this piece of art. So that's the leading edge. Again, it's a 5-panel, 60-inch by 60-inch overall footprint, the way it's hung right now. And it's very versatile. I mean, you could hang it like this, or you could take the panels and you could hang them however you want. You could just use the centerpiece, and then you could hang these 4 panels any other way. But this is how it was designed to be hung. And you can see with the continuity between the center panel and the outer panels. So this is the leading edge. This is creation. This work embodies the esoteric wisdom for self-empowerment, manifestation, and creation. It represents the quantum, which is the dead space between the panels. It represents the metaphysical, 5D, and it represents the physical, 3D. So that's the leading edge. Again, thank you to Sue Boissonneau and Abraham Hicks. I hope you enjoyed it.